Welcome to Worldwide Business. I'm Kathy Ireland. For brands seeking a new way to connect with their customers, developing their own unique fragrance could be a huge asset. But how hard is the process really? Fragrance West has made it their art to make the science of fragrance creation accessible to brands everywhere. President Christina Fiduccia is here to tell us how they do it. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm happy to be here.
Christina, what challenges or unforeseen obstacles do brands face when considering the development of a signature fragrance for their brand?
The challenges are as diverse as the myriad of clients that come to see us. I'd say in a general sense, though, I can tell you there's the client that comes, that's waited to the very end with their product. So they come in, they've got a beautiful product, beautiful labeling, beautiful packaging, but through hesitation or perhaps the lack of knowledge of how to tackle fragrance, they've waited till the end and they've got that bleeping light on the calendar of the launch date coming up. So that's scenario one. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, we have the customer who knows exactly what he wants. It's in his mind, he can envision it, he can almost smell it. The challenge he has is bringing across the communication so that we can make what he actually literally smells in his mind come to life.
And so could you please tell us a little bit more about Fragrance West? What do you do and how did the company originate?
Well, Fragrance West came into being in 2008. Our parent company, Horn, recognized the need for a strong, stable fragrance manufacturer to be on the West Coast of the United States. As of right now, the majority of that business is on the East Coast. So that really started the nexus of creating this fragrance company, not only from manufacturing, but the whole creative process. So from beginning to end.
Well, in this Worldwide Business Field Report, we'll get an inside look at how Fragrance West works their magic.
Some of the challenges we at McKenna Labs face on a daily basis is receiving a product profile from a client that provides detailed information on what they're interested in with respect to the product type. However, in the fragrance area, they'll make reference to fresh or clean, not specifying exactly what type of notes they're interested in. So with that said, we look to Fragrance West, who's the expert in this area, to help us and to partner with us on developing a fragrance that will meet the client need. They provide different options for us to meet the objective, but also complement the base that we're working with.
When talking to the perfumery team about creating a fragrance, I always look at what the current trends are and what future trends will be, and also what the client wants and needs are, because that's the most important thing. And then from there, we develop fragrances that the client will be happy with and ultimately will buy.
How does a brand go about developing a fragrance with Fragrance West?
Well, that would all start with connection with the salesperson. Our salespeople are seasoned, they're trained, they're experts at drawing out the right information that we need to communicate internally. So they start with that conversation, and after that, our project coordinator will know who to tap on the shoulder to work and create that final fragrance for your product.
And could you please explain how the creative process works in the creation of fragrance aromas?
Well, the interesting part about that is we're inspired by our customers. So they come to us with very unique requests, and that in and of itself inspires us. On top of that, to further our creative juices, so to speak, we also have a creative project pipeline. These have no due date on it, and it's specifically for the perfumers to play within their tools and their palette. In some instances, they'll come to me and ask if I can widen their palette so that they can play and have some more fun. And in the end, this brings a different, unique twist to our fragrances that we do supply to our customers.
What do your customers say about their experience with Fragrance West?
When we get it right, it's not only a relief, it's an aha moment, and typically there's high fives, especially if they experience frustration beforehand. I'll give you an example that just happened recently. There was a customer, and they knew they wanted their product to be a mixture of red berries. Red berries was their story, the antioxidants behind it, how good it is for you.
Okay.
But they also didn't want their fragrance to smell fruity. So they came to us with this challenge, and they'd been to several fragrance houses that they want a red berry story, but they didn't want it to be fruity.
Right.
So once we heard a little bit more behind the brand, and we actually looked at the packaging, which was very sophisticated, glass, high-end, we added some extra notes in there to connote the brand imagery. In a nutshell, it ended up being some woody notes and a sultry, smoky accord to it, which you don't smell smoke, by the way, but it gave it another elevation and brought it away from fruity to still having the red berry note, but encompassing what their brand looked like. And at the end of that, when we put that juice in front of the client, it was an aha, thank goodness moment, and a high fives all the way around.
Well, it's so interesting to hear your passion come through and how you use all of your senses to really get to know your clients and bring them the best fragrance. Christina, as we come to a close, can you please share how a company should connect with you to begin the process?
I like your word connect. It's very simple. It's connect@fragrancewest.com, or to simply call into our customer service line where they will connect you with one of our seasoned salespeople.
Well, it sounds like Fragrance West can be an amazing partner for businesses to create what could certainly be a stunning and unique representation of their brand. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Kathy. It was a pleasure being here.
Thank you. For Worldwide Business, I'm Kathy Ireland. Thank you for watching.